Hello and welcome to Pod Meets World. I'm Paul.
I'm Dave.
And I'm Justin.
And this week we're discussing the episode Stormy Weather. This episode originally aired February 9th, 1996, attracting unknown viewership because I couldn't fucking find it.
Mild sadness.
Number one movie in America this week. Any guesses? Any guesses?
5. No, I don't think that would have been that.
It's 96, David, not 95.
We're 96
Okay,
now.
6. No, that still probably wouldn't have been it, so...
I'll take that as a big old no. It's a movie called Broken Arrow, and no, you've never heard of it.
Great.
Number one show on television this week.
It was
2020.
No.
ER.
Ding, ding, ding. Point for Justin. Apparently I'm keeping score now.
No, you're not.
WWF champion at the time.
Not that particular person, because it's already been several years now.
Any guesses? Throw out the name of wrestler, one of you.
Bret Hart?
Ding, ding, ding. 2 points for Justin. Alrighty. David, you need this one. WCW champion at the time. Now, I will take one of two answers. I will take the champion on the date this episode aired, or who took the belt 2 days later. So you have a slightly better chance of getting this if you name any wrestler from the 90s.
Which would be great if I knew any. Off the top of my head.
Hulk Hogan.
No, unfortunately. So, on the day this episode aired, the champion was Randy Savage. As of February 11th, it would be Ric Flair.
Ah.
Oh. Okay.
Number one song in America this week. Any guesses? Any guesses?
Some song from Mariah Carey.
It is One Sweet Day by Mariah Carey and Boyz II Men. And for video games, there were no notable releases this week. Although, a pretty big one is coming up soon.
Well, it's 96, so there has to be.
Trust me, Justin, when we get to the 27th, there's going to be something pretty big. Alrighty. So, this episode. It seems like Eric's internship at WIXB is taking over the rest of his life. He's going there before school, so he can't give Corey a ride during an alleged blizzard, although it looked like it was barely snowing.
Like, just kind of
mildly
snowing.
This is Philadelphia. They're used to snow.
Yeah, like, again, we've had tougher snow in our neck of the woods.
Yeah, but we live in Canada, which most Americans just assume is a winter wasteland.
Yeah.
And
most might be.
And spending all his time there after school as well. His parents fret that he won't listen to them, but they agree that he's an adult because he's turning 18 in 2 days. Eric's internship is affecting his schoolwork as well. His grades are lagging, and he just won't get started on an essay about the Civil War for Mr. Feeney. Eric says he's going to do it, but Mr. Feeney warns him that if he doesn't do the paper, he'll fail, and therefore won't graduate. Over at the station, though, things are going swimmingly for Eric. He's always on top of tasks that Pat Darby, his boss, gives him, and he even agrees to launder the pants of Carl Gilbert.
Hey, can you launder my pants? Sure. Takes off his pants.
Weatherman and local celebrity. Back at school, Mr. Williams voices concerns for Eric as well, but Eric isn't interested. He rushes back to the station just in time for an emergency. Rich Herrera, the backup weatherman, didn't show, and there's nobody to replace him. After Eric demonstrates just how easy it is, Pat Darby decides to use Eric, and Eric does actually well at this. Eric returns home to praise from his parents and another reminder from Mr. Feeney. Alan tells Eric that he should be graduating, but Eric decides that WIXB is a better place, and to everyone's protest announces he doesn't intend to go back to school. The following morning, Eric and his parents fight over the subject, with Alan telling Eric that he cannot care for himself, even though he's legally an adult. Eric storms out of the house to the station, where he does another day of weather forecasts. Eric feels like his future is here, especially when they throw him a surprise party on the air, but it is all fake and nobody seems to really care. They even have like a wooden cake, which is great. Especially, but it is fake and nobody. When Eric reveals that he quit school, Pat tells him that he cannot keep him on anymore, as the internship is for students only. However, he tells Eric that if he gets a college diploma, he'll be welcomed back at any time. Alan shows up at the station to apologize. He says his father reacted the same way when Alan decided to join the Navy instead of going to college, and he doesn't want to make that mistake with his son. They hug and all is forgiven. The next day, Eric shows up to Mr. Feeney's class with a complete essay in hand, which is 20,000 words instead of the 2,000 that Mr. Feeney asked for. I don't think Eric could write 20,000 words.
Unless he did the cheat of going to a whole lot of additional adding words to elongate sentences, or he wrote words multiple times.
And so he just kind of split off like 1/10 of the essay and just gave it to him.
It's so good. He's just like, that's about 2,000. There you go.
There you go, that'll work.
Here's 2,000 words for you.
He sits in the front row and prepares to learn. Meanwhile, Sean and Dana grow concerned when Mr. Turner and Dana's mom, Susan, meet and hit it off. They go on a date, and Sean and Dana worry endlessly when they arrive home. They announce that they decided not to continue for fear that it might ruin Sean and Dana's relationship. As Sean and Dana return to normal while hanging out at Chubby's, Dana sees something disturbing, Mr. Turner hitting on her aunt. And it's great. It's a great little subplot.
Yeah.
Tis a gag.
It is multiple gags, and they're actually pretty good.
Nice, wonderful role reversal of the kids being concerned about their parents in the datings.
My favorite line is Sean's like, "We're sisters!"
Oh no, we'll be cousins!
I'm just saying, Sean's from the trailer park. I didn't think cousins would worry him.
Apparently, I don't know why. But,
Just saying. Anyway, did either of you have anything to mention about this episode?
No, just that with this episode, it turned out good with its themes. Just Eric's focus with the work that he went through and understanding his thought process in most everything. The parents' concern, the subplot was definitely always wonderful. And just that cardboard cake. It's just like, oh, cardboard.
See, they call it cardboard, but it ain't cardboard.
It's wooden, for
It's
sure.
like plywood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that knife would have gone through cardboard really easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, it's like plywood or something. And then it has like the stamp on the bottom that says it's property of the prop department. I'm like, that's good stuff.
It's like, yeah, you ain't eating this cake.
Alrighty, so if neither of you have anything else to add, next week we'll be discussing the episode The Pink Flamingo Kid. Corey accidentally catches a thief on tape at Sean's trailer park. He plans to enter the footage in a news contest, but hesitates after Sean admits the thief is one of his relatives. Dun, dun, dun. And until next week, I'm Paul.
I'm Dave.
And I'm Justin.